Well, care for hundreds of medically complex children hangs in the balance tonight. State lawmakers are beginning final negotiations over what fixes, if any, they'll make to a crucial care reimbursement program. News 8's government reporter Garrett Bergquist explains what we know and what we don't.
The negotiations that will determine the fate of the families that use the attendant care program are happening behind closed doors. Lawmakers involved with those negotiations tell me we'll almost certainly see some kind of fix. We just don't know what. By the time lawmakers understood the extent of the attendant care program problems, it was too late to write standalone legislation. So they tried to add their solution to an existing bill.
Of all the amendments that came over from the House, I have a list here from our legal that only 3 are germane to the bill.
In plain English, the bill carrying the proposed fixes had too many unrelated provisions. So lawmakers now are trying to figure out what they can move to other bills.
It's not totally dead, but we may have to find other homes to take care of the other needs for our families.
The most recent proposal would have required the Family and Social Services Administration to verify a person's service needs before reimbursing attendant care providers. Lawmakers would still allow FSSA to switch to a new structured family caregiving model, but the agency would have to ensure at least 80% of the daily reimbursement went to the actual families. According to the FSSA, the rate varies from $77 to $133 per day, depending on the level of need. Parents say that likely won't be enough.
There hasn't been anything put on paper for us to be able to understand what that 80% looks like. Does that 80% depend on if you're on tier 1, tier 2, tier 3? Are we adding more tiers?
Porter says he's still pushing for more.
We're still looking at the families that have complex situations, care, from structured care to complex care. There's not as called a bridge to really address that, and hopefully that 80% will be able to help address that situation with the families.
Mishler says he and other negotiators have 3 bills in mind they say might be able to carry different parts of an attendant care fix. News 8 asked for an interview, but his office told us he was unavailable. When and if negotiators agree on a plan for the attendant care program, it would have to go back to both chambers for a final up or down vote. Lawmakers have indicated they plan to wrap up the legislative session this Friday. At the State House, I'm Garrett Bergquist for WISH TV. WishTV.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.